Hello everyone. As you remember, during our previous lesson, we have learned zero conditional. Today, we are going to focus on first conditional. Let's have a look at conditional clauses. Conditional clauses consist of two parts, the if clause and the main clause. The if clause indicates hypothesis and the main clause indicates result. There are four types of conditional sentences: type 0, type 1, type 2, and type 3. Today, we are going to analyze type 1. Each type contains a different pair of tenses. With each type, certain variations are possible. Let's analyze first conditional. We use the first conditional to talk about possible and probable situations in the future and their consequences. For example, if the sun comes out, we will go to the beach. As you can see here, if clause shows possible future situation and main clause shows the consequence of this situation. Okay, here's a chart that indicates both the formation and usage of first conditional. We use first conditional to talk about things that are likely to happen in the future. As I said before, it consists of two parts: if clause, main clause. If clause indicates hypothesis, main clause indicates result. As you can see here, for if clause, we need to use present simple, and for main clause, we need to use future simple. Let's look at the examples. If we don't stop global warming, animals will starve. As you see here, for if clause, we need to use present simple, and for main clause, we need to use future simple. And the second one, if the climate changes, food will be a problem. As you can see here, we use present simple for if clause, and we use future simple for main clause. The present simple comes in the part of the sentence with if. Will does not appear in this part of the sentence. Let's look at that example. If it will be sunny, it will be hot today. This example is incorrect, and correct version of this sentence is if it is sunny, it will be hot today. So this sentence is incorrect. Okay, let's analyze several examples about type 1. Okay, we use type 1 in order to talk about a present or future probable case. As I said before, for if clause, we need to use present tense, and for main clause, we need to use future tense. Here are our examples. For if clause, we need to use present tense. For main clause, we need to use future tense. Let's look at it together. If I feel ill, I will not go to school. Second one, if it rains tomorrow, the match will be cancelled. As you see here, for if clause, we use present simple, and for main clause, we use what? Future simple. Let's move to another example. If you don't apologize, she will never trust you again. For if clause, we use present simple, and for main clause, we use future simple, as you see here. If we don't do something soon, the situation will get worse. For if clause, we use present simple again, and for main clause, we use future simple. As I said before, for if clause, we use present simple, and for main clause, we use future simple. Let's analyze another example. If he runs, he will get there in time. So we use this structure to talk about things that may happen in the future. So there is a possibility that the situation in the if clause will happen in the future. As you see here, if he runs, he will get there in time. Let's examine several examples as well. If I have time, I will go to the conservation group meeting, or I will go to the conservation group meeting if I have time. If they cut down the trees, the tiger will lose its home. The tiger will lose its home if they cut down the trees. As you see here, for if clause we use present simple, and for main clause we use future simple. This page is so important that please give your attention to it. We can reverse the order. If it rains, I will stay at home. I will stay at home if it rains. So as you can see here, after the if clause, we need to use a comma, but when we begin with main clause, we don't need to use a comma. So can we say when the if clause comes before the main clause, we separate the clauses with a comma. As you see here, if I have time, I will go to the conservation group meeting. As you see here, after the if clause, we need to use a comma, but when we begin with the main clause, we don't need to use a comma. Let's look at several examples about type 1. If you don't come, you will miss the bus. You will buy a car if you get a job. If you donate money, you will receive a free t-shirt. If I have time, I will come to the cleanup day. If we don't protect the rainforests, thousands of animals will die. As you see here, after the if clause, we need to use a comma, but when we begin with the main clause, we don't need to use a comma. So for if clause, we have used present simple. For main clause, we have used future simple. Okay, here is an exercise. As you see here, there are totally 6 sentences. You need to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs given. Let's look at the first one. If the sun, comma, we will go out. Second one, we will go out if mom work early. If you do the exercise carefully, comma, you, all the answers right. I will be great if she, tonight. She will leave hospital today if she, okay. He, dinner if you go to the supermarket. Just think about and then answer them. Okay, let's answer them together. We need to complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs given. Let's start with the first one. If the sun shines, we will go out. We will go out if mom finishes work early. If you do the exercise carefully, you get all the answers right. I will be great if she comes tonight. She will leave hospital today if she is okay. He will cook dinner if you go to the supermarket. As you see here, for if clause, we have used present simple. And for main clause, we have used future simple. Okay, you just need to think and answer. There are a total of 6 questions. Just think about and then answer them. Just think about these questions and then answer them. As you see, there are a total of 3 questions. Think about. Let's start with the first one. We use first conditional to talk about situations and their consequences. Second one, in the part of the sentence with if, we use the. Next one, in the other part of the sentence, we use or. Just think about and then answer them. Okay, can we say we use first conditional to talk about possible situations and their consequences? Next one, in the part of the sentence with if, we use the present simple. In the other part of the sentence, we use will or won't. Okay, here's another exercise. Just there, as you see here, there are a total of 6 sentences. You will write sentences to make statements using the first conditional. If I pass all my exams this year, just complete the rest of the sentence. Second one, if I have a special holiday in the summer, if I save enough money, I will go out for a picnic if. I will fly to New York if. My grandmother will make cupcakes if. Just think about and write sentences to make statements by using the first conditional. Just think about and then write them down. Okay, can we say if I pass all my exams this year, I will have a special holiday in the summer. If I have a special holiday in the summer, I will go with my friends. If I save enough money, I will buy a new bicycle. I will go out for a picnic if she comes early. I will fly to New York if I earn a lot of money. My grandmother will make cupcakes if I visit her. As you see here, for if clause, we have used present simple, and for main clause, we have used what future simple. Okay, so we have written several sentences to make statements by using the first conditional. Okay, here is another exercise. I would like to introduce Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law indicates that the opposite of what you want or expect is what usually happens. Now, complete the following sentences using the first conditional and thinking about the concept of Murphy's Law. Just think about, there are totally 3 questions, there are totally 3 sentences. You just need to complete these sentences using the first conditional and thinking about the concept of Murphy's Law. The opposite of what you want, expect is what usually happens. The opposite. Be careful. Okay, can we say if I bring an umbrella, it won't rain. If I don't bring an umbrella, it will rain. If I study hard for the test, I will be ill that day. So, Murphy's Law indicates that the opposite of what you want, expect is what usually happens. So, we have completed the following sentences by using the first conditional and thinking about the concept of Murphy's Law. Okay, this page is important as well. When we use the first conditional, we are talking about a particular situation in the future and the result of this situation. There is a real possibility that this condition will happen. So, here's an exercise. Just think about the usage and the formation of first conditional and then choose the correct alternative. As you see here, there are a total of 5 sentences. Just think about and then choose the correct alternative. For example, if we don't or won't recycle paper now, we need or will need to cut down more trees in the future. Just think about the usage of first conditional and then choose the correct alternative. Okay, time is up. Let's answer them together. If we don't recycle paper now, we will need to cut down more trees in the future. If we cut down more trees, the forests will disappear. There are more deserts if the forests will disappear. If there are more deserts, the planet will become hotter. Many plants and animals will die if the planet becomes hotter. So as you see here, for if clause sentences, we have used present simple, and for main clause sentences, we have used future simple. So after if clause, we have used a comma, but when we begin with main clause, we don't need to use a comma, as you see here. Okay, here's another exercise. Here is a text that we need to put the verbs in the correct tenses using the first conditional. Let's look at it and then think about first conditional and try to put the verbs in the correct tenses using the first conditional. If we something soon, electronic products serious problems for the environment. We use more and more energy because we buy more and more electronic gadgets. If this situation, each house an incredible quantity of energy. The popularity of computers, tablets, or mobile phones has created an enormous need for more power. In the 1970s, homes contained on average just 17 electronic products, but now some people think that they able to brush their teeth if they an electronic toothbrush. If we to switch off all these electronic gadgets, we up all of our electricity for nothing. So you will put the verbs in the correct tenses using the first conditional. Just think about and then write them down. Okay, time is up. Let's do it together. If we don't do something soon, electronic products will create serious problems for the environment. We use more and more energy because we buy more and more electronic gadgets. If this situation continues, each house will need an incredible quantity of energy. The popularity of computers, tablets, and mobile phones has created an enormous need for more power. In the 1970s, homes contained on average just 17 electronic products, but now some people think that they won't be able to brush their teeth if they do not have an electric toothbrush. If we forget to switch off all these electronic gadgets, we will use up all of our electricity for nothing. As you see here, we have completed the sentences by using first conditional. Okay, here's another exercise that you need to write sentences in the first conditional using the prompts below. Just think about and then write sentences in the first conditional using the prompts below. Okay, for the first one, if he has a problem, he will speak to the teacher. Second one, I will go to the doctor if my hand hurts tomorrow. He won't be happy if he misses the bus. If my sister goes to a music lesson, my mom will buy her a guitar. If you see the film tomorrow, you will know how the story ends. The teacher will give me a bad mark if I don't give her my homework. You won't see me if you come late. If you don't switch off your mobile phone, people will get angry. The picnic will be a disaster if the weather is bad. So we have written sentences in the first conditional using the prompts below. As you see here, we have used first conditional structures like present simple for if clause and future simple for main clause. Okay, here's another exercise. You will circle the correct alternative. As you see here, there are totally 7 sentences. You will circle the correct alternative by thinking about first conditional. Okay, let's do it together. If we make change now, the weather in the future won't be so bad. Second one, she won't come tonight if you don't invite her. If our car doesn't work tomorrow, my dad will take it to the garage. If you need help next week, I will come. The police will arrest him tomorrow if they find evidence. If you play that song again, I will go mad. If she doesn't play in the next match, her team will lose. As you can see here, we have used first conditional like this one. For if clause, we have used present simple, and for main clause, we have used future simple like this one. So we have completed these sentences by using first conditional.